Alright, the Flatline is probably the best gun to use if you're looking for consistency across your strike pack for an Apex Legends gun. The reason is because there's no barrel mod for the strike pack, for the Flatline gun I mean, so with the 1X you can see without touching the right stick, 13 bullets left on an opponent with red armor.
Let's go this way.
25 meters away. That's with the 1X. In that case, it shifted up a little bit and it had some headshots in there that helped out the cause. You're going to get some natural random gun drift regardless. You know, right now I have a purple stock. If I take this off, still enough to one clip, but you can see that it veers off course. That's just a random gun drift that happens. You can put a 2X on there. Because I have advanced look controls on and I've fine-tuned it, the 2X is not going to go way off course. It's also going to stay somewhat in line. So you can see at the very end it swung a little bit to the left, but in terms of vertical recoil control, the advanced look controls will have the strike pack fine-tuned, so you don't have to change any settings between a 1 and a 2, even a 3X. Right at the center of the chest. So again, you can see at the end it veers off course a little bit. That can't be helped, but the fact that the verticality is perfectly matched is because of the advanced look controls that I have and because there's no barrel mod on the Flatline. So let me show you real quick what I mean. I'm using advanced look controls with dead zone set to 4 and with the ADS currently using essentially what's the default settings, but the difference is that I have a per optic setting, so that when I'm ADSing per optic, I can exactly choose how much more sensitive my vertical and horizontal control will be when I'm using a 2X optic, a 3X, a 4X, and so on and so forth. You're not going to use, more than a 4X on an automatic gun. Most of the time, I'm on either a 1 or a 2, but a 3 is actually perfect for a Rampage, and same with the Flatline. So those are my basic settings. I'm also going to put up my settings for the strike pack mod pass itself, so you can take a look at that. Basically, I leave the ADS at 3. That's the main highlight that you should take away, and we can look at some Apex Legends gameplay clips and show you what I mean by strike pack giving you an advantage with the Flatline. So this first clip, you're going to see me push a fight as Pathfinder, who's really good at getting high ground, getting good angles on opponents. This is about 25 meters away, 30 meters away, at a safe distance. So I'm knocking people, I'm finishing down guys, and I don't expose myself to any harm. That's probably the biggest advantage of the strike pack, or just overall mastery of recoil control, is that you don't have to expose yourself to harm while being able to get bullets into fights. Here I see there's a Bangalore that's trying to run away. I probably finished their down teammate just now. I see them on the right side, and it looks like there's just 2 left. After I get this Wraith, because my teammate had knocked the Bang, we wipe the squad. So most fights in Apex are actually close range variety. I'm talking about anywhere between right in your face to 15 meters away, and this is kind of an example of that. I just saw someone rezzing in Barometer, so right after that last fight, and I'm trying to track them down. So my Gibraltar's taking shots from long range. Here, I see the Wraith right there running, and so I want to wrap around. I think the Wraith might have been the one that just got rezzed, because I saw the Pathfinder had been the one doing the rezzing. So I'm trying to see, there she is, and that might be like, I don't know, 5 to 10 meters. Strike pack did help a little bit, but I don't think, that close range you could hit fire. You can also ADS and, not much recoil. So here's the Pathfinder that I saw before. He only had white armor. Gibraltar might have weakened him anyways, so another reason why, again, close range fights is kind of the big deal in Apex, and it's how you basically have to master most of your combat. So here's another example where we have both close range fights as well as long range fights that use more of the strike pack. In the beginning here, my teammate's fighting someone outside. I jump right on him, doing a good job crouch spamming, but I get him. Strike pack isn't too much of a relevancy there. then I see someone else jump from the roof. They don't see me, so I just shoot them in the back and I punish them. There's a third teammate on the opponent's team somewhere, so I'm just kind of, you know, crawling back to a safe position. I don't hear footsteps. I see that the other third teammate probably died because I got the elimination without a thirst. So now I go back to looking where the fight took place. Up there I see Gibraltar bubble, and here's an example of applying pressure with the flatline. I don't get any knocks here, but you know, having that recoil control 40 meters away is a bigger deal than this close range fight I just had. Okay, so one final situation where the strike pack won't make a difference and where it will. So I just saw a fight finish, teams traded knocks. I know there's only 1 or 2 people left standing, both weak or 1 weak. So here I see Valk is the last person standing, get in her face, finish her. She had very little health after the armor. I'm looting. I know that there's at least 1 more team on the outside of this building because I heard a bullet graze past me as I was entering this structure. So here the flatline's going to come into play. I see bullets going to my Gibraltar teammate. At this point, I'm just preparing. I don't hear footsteps and I don't see any other bullets coming through, so I assume it's either a solo or maybe a duel that's separated. You see here I did 133 damage to the Bloodhound who scanned me. He did 50. So the 2-to-1 damage exchange being in my favor is the biggest advantage of the strike pack. We're probably 30 meters away, 40 meters away. We're just, you know, very strong with recoil control if you can get to these type of fights where automatic guns are being used and you're trading fire. So here I get a little aggressive because I know it's 1 person. I just swing right on top of his boxes and I'm just going to fire down on this person. Here the strike pack doesn't make a difference. He's got, what, 40 HP left. So the Gibraltar and I handle our business, and yeah, you can see this is a very typical game with the strike pack. You're going to have situations where you're fighting with SMGs or automatic guns on medium range distances. It'll really shine. Close range won't make much of a difference, and obviously it's not going to make a difference. You saw I had a G7 Scout. That didn't really impact it at all. So again, I'll leave it up to you to judge whether or not you like to use it, but that's my review with the Flatline. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.